Hello, beautiful people, from wherever you are. Welcome back to this session of today. It's glad that you are tuned in, and this is the beginning of the start of this video. And today I am very humble and no much of the saying, so as we can have a little bit of a discussion to make sure that everything is so going good onto this platform of today. So here I am. It's totally different from where I'm always having my lectures, and people are talking about Gintu, you're out of the banana today. Very fantastic. So here I am. I've just come to check on a football team that I just promised them a ball, so as whenever they're just playing, it's gonna be very, very fantastic. So here we are, and I have their promise, and I have it into the position as the ball is ongoing for the boys to play. But I have much of the discussion. People have been calling, talking about, okay, Gintu, what has happened? Guys, let me tell you the real fact of how the things are moving right now. And I know it might be heterozygotes, it might be very difficult, it might be unconditional, it might be not okay, but to the real fact on how the things are just moving right now, it's one of the things that I can just speak is yesterday you saw a live. It was broadcasted via Mogesi one-on-one. It was just talking much of the things about what happened, really what happened, and me, I've just went to Percy, which is it's underscore Percy. Then I spoke to her and I asked much of the question about, okay, I heard and I saw that video, and everybody took the video, and like Ernesto, he just went and deleted a video from the platform saying that, you know what, there are much of the things that were discussed about Percy. I don't know, Kibe went there to see to go and tell Percy delete, or to go and attack Percy, and whenever he went and reached there, Percy just left from that position. And from that point, I can just say that video, it was there. People already had the clips. So whenever I reached there, I was about to ask a question. Hey, Percy, can you tell me what happened during that day? So as we can just have a clear and a vivid response about it. So guys, it's a little bit raining, so I have to put a shirt. I have to wear a shirt a little bit and make sure that everything is so okay. Wow. Fantastic. Now where have I? Where have I? Exactly. So guys, due to the windy and it's very, very cold here, I have to make sure that I'm protecting myself from pneumonia attack. Exactly. So I'm very fantastic and fantabulous. Exactly. So guys, the real point and the real vivid response about what happened. Whenever I asked Percy, give me the real vibe about what happened. Did you rush? Did you get somebody to succumb you and talk about, you know what? Come here. You have some of you know what they were talking about? The real fact, and this is the fact. They were saying that there are some of the nudic pictures of Mr. Cecil and to the phone, and Ernesto is the one who sold that video or that photo from Percy's phone, and they said to the video, and I watched the video so as I could know what is ongoing, because I never acted upon it. But now I wanted to know the real fact, because whenever I reach there, there's somebody, sometimes I just broadcasted live talking about, you know what, Percy has went to the villa, and whenever she has reached there, she has got much of a Kibe, she has got a Gunmo, Lady J, which is the dev, and also talk about Gake and Mr. Cecil. And Gunmo attacked Percy, and they were about to fight, and even Percy said it. And now, if I broadcasted live and Percy had not broadcasted it, but I saw it happening, and I was phoned and was given that video how it was. And now, whenever I just asked her the next day, I asked, Percy, what happened that day? Can you give us a real valid point? Because I had been given a brief. So I wanted now the real clue on what happened, because I was a second hand. So somebody cannot talk about, okay, maybe you are hooking it up, you are hooking it this one down. So I had to go direct to the point. And whenever I asked Percy, what happened really, what happened? Percy said, whenever I saw Gunmo coming, he grabbed my phone, and even me, I grabbed. He touched me at the neck. Even me, I touched him. So that's how she was speaking. And I was about, okay, now what happened? They grabbed me a phone. I was recording. Then they gave Kibe. He deleted everything from my phone. He said. And people now knew that the real valid point I was broadcasting, it was live. But now, whenever I went there, because I wanted the real vibe, because whenever I went and I broadcasted, that road that Mr. Cecil graded, it was a very good development to the society. And I said it, whoever said no, but it will help many, but it will deny a few, which is not a big issue, but they'll sort it out. But people talked about, no, go and consult with Percy, get the real idea. I went. Whenever I said, yes, Percy, you have to acknowledge the road going to be used. But whenever I went there, then we solidarize it. We talked about, okay, this road, yes, it's good, but they grabbed my land. They ate to my land. And she talked about it, and nobody denied. Then, now I had that video of Ernesto and Mugesi. I said, okay, one day whenever I go there, I'll ask a question. And the pastor found me. Talk about, okay, Gint, where are you? Come. I have a content for you. And whenever I reached there, he talked about, okay, you have a content? Yes. What happened? I was being attacked with Dev, and I don't know what he did from me. So I was not understanding. So I don't know what to do with that one. I was about, okay, what's the problem between you and Dev? He talked about, you know what? He's always talking me, talking about I am poor. Kenge is the one who is always helping me to reach where I am. He took my children from the street. I was a stripper, something like that one. And I was about, okay, what have you solidarized it? She talked about, no. She just abused me, insulted me, and caused some of the causes, very many causes that I cannot even reveal. And they said, okay, how is everything? So whenever I reached there, that was a breaking news. But I had to add, some days I heard about you were chased from your home, talking about you had a content or you had some pictures that are reflecting Mr. Cecil. She said, no. Who told you? I don't know. And I saw the video. I saw a video from Ernesto, and it was there. So do you mean that they are lying? And she said, yes, they are lying. It was not me. So I wanted to emphasize, do you think that they are lying? If a person knows about it is a lie or it's not a lie, she will say, no, I don't know where they got the information from. But the real valid point is, whenever I went back from that video, I asked Ernesto, do you think that it was the real? You saw a video or you saw a picture? And Ernesto told me, I saw a picture of the Mr. Cecil cucumbers carelessly hanging. I was about to, okay, you saw it. Give me the picture so as I can see, and I can tell people I have seen it one-on-one. Then he said about, no, he just briefed me. How is it valid now? I could not emphasize about that one. So I had to ask the real person who was claiming that, who people are claiming that she is the one who is having the video. So yesterday I saw a video, and it was a little bit insultive, and talking about, even people are talking about Toginto. What about the amigos, the three amigos? Guys, the real fact about what the amigos is not longer ongoing. I have much of the things to do outside here. Talk about I have to go purchase some of the fabrics. I have to go and pick some greens from my shamba. I have to go and arrange the tomatoes. I have to make sure that I'm catering for the chicken. So as whenever they lay, I take the eggs, I arrange them. So as whenever I want to dispatch, so I have a timeline from the early in the morning until like 11 in the morning. That's the only work. And I do work very early in the morning because I do wake up around 4 in the morning to make sure that I'm catering for the chicken. I have some cows here, like a dairy cattle. You know, you have to get very early in the morning. Whenever it reaches 6, the dairy cattle should be eating the food. You know that one, people who have just taken care of the dairy cattle. Then from there, from the dairy cattle, I go to the chicken. I have to wash the room. I have to make sure that all the drinkers and everything is washed, and make sure that whenever now I'm preparing the food, I put the food to the, talk about the food troughs and also the drinkers who put water. Make sure that the chemicals, I'm putting chemicals like antibiotics. So it seems that around 11 now, I'm now arranging on how I will go to the shamba and pluck some sukuma or pluck some greens and arrange some tomatoes, arrange some eggs that I have taken from my chicken, and make sure that I'm going to take the fabric and come with them. And whenever, sometimes some people talk about very early in the morning, somebody talked to me about going to go and purchase this very early in the morning. So I have to finish my work. Around 11 now, I even took some breakfast. I go to there, then take some fabric from Sirare, which you have to go there with a motorbike and come back. And whenever I come, I have to pluck some scales and arrange them where necessary and make a video, then go and disperse. It reaches even lunchtime. Sometimes I tell people, today it's a lunchtime edition. I'm going to the people to see the people at lunchtime edition. So as wherever I go, there's no cooking or they have not cooked, I'll just understand there's a problem here. Then everybody understands that one. So whenever now it reaches from 13, 14, sometimes I finish work. If the distance is so far, sometimes I go for 8 kilometers. So whenever I reach to that position, Maraba, whenever I reach to that position, sometimes I can come back very, very late in the evening. So whenever I reach to the position, I can just say that, okay, I'm already late. So I have to turn back to home, eat luncheon. Sometimes I carry some luggage here until then I have to come. Whenever it reaches 17, I have to come and post, because I have to upload that video. I have to process that video, upload it. So whenever I have uploaded and I've finished everything of the process of uploading, then I go to my bananas. Then whenever I reach to my banana, I do what? I do contentize the drama. And from the drama, it's like 40 to 50 minutes. That's already 6 in the evening. So where 6 in the evening am I going? So sometimes I have a schedule which is more fixed. And also from that, whenever I have a time, whenever I go to the fish ponds there, because I have somebody who is catering for the fish pond, whenever I'm not available or anytime, because I have employed a guy who is taking care of the fish. So I go there sometimes to check on how the proceedings are going. So if I go there, that's the time now I can get a little time to make sure that I can have a content with somebody for 30 minutes. But that this time round, it's not available. Whenever it reaches on Sunday, I go and disburse much of the, talk about the sanitary needs to the girls. Look at it. And also I have my own stuffs that I always do. Talk about the hospital. I go there, I have invoices, I have deliveries. So I have to take care of the hospital. I have to take care of the customers who are coming to purchase eggs at home. I have customers who are coming for tomatoes. I have customers who come for onions. I have customers who come for fruits. I have customers who come for bananas. I have customers who come for green peas. I have customers who come for chicken, who are buying some roasters. So I have a schedule of business. So sometimes it's so difficult for me to manage everything. And also I have vulnerables there, I have girls there, I have drama there, I have to go to town a little bit and eat street food. So that's very late in the evening. Like right now, it's 17. I can just show you guys. It's the real fact. This is the drama. I'm doing it around what? Let me check. It is 17:30. 17:30. So you can now imagine, I finished this kind of the video, then I finished the video. It's around 6. So from 6, I have a football team here. I want to make sure that I'm promising them whenever the match is over, I promise them, I want to give them a ball. From giving them a ball, I want to make sure that everything goes very good. I have a pump and a ball, a brand new. So I want to surprise even the boys to make sure that they're all going with their own process. So sometimes, I saw sometimes there was a, Mogesi wrote, it's called a thumbnail, and he was saying that Percy has broke up the 3 amigos, but it was not signed. It was not that it has to be there for long. Sometimes there are some difficulties that not everyone is coming from. Everybody is coming from his own background. I have my own background that I am sponsoring my family match. I'm the one who has the business of my family. I'm the one running the family business and my own businesses. So you have to differ in that one. Mugezi is no longer in such kind of a trend. Ernesto is no longer in such kind of a trend. Mugezi is always having her sister at the boutique. So right now, he might be maybe free at any time. So, but me, I'm fixed. I'm the last born. I don't have the younger one to take care of my position. That's the real fact. So we have to solidarize. So I saw that Percy, she's the one who wants to break up the three amigo. No. Whenever I say that I'm going one-on-one, whenever I ask a question, and I always tell people, I'm not a person of talking about I have to frame what to talk. Whenever I go to a content, guys, I don't prepare anything. Whenever I reach to that position, I ask, are you ready to have a video? Yes, I am ready. We shoot a video and we commence it. And whenever the video commences, I run with it and I don't cut anything. Whenever it starts, whether the camera falls down, whether I fall down, it keeps on rolling. That's the fact. But coming out to tell me that nowadays I'm not appearing to the three amigos, I think the three amigos, it was bounded between me, Gintu, Mugezi, and Ernesto. And we had another boy called Mayani, and also we have Mangare, exactly. And the real fact is, if Gintu is not available, we have Mayani. They can form to be three again. And whenever I'm available, I'll go there. So that's the brain they have never used. And the real fact is, I should not be the only person because we have a team that we are outside there. So whenever we accommodate ourselves, talk about, okay, Gintu is not available, now we can have Ernesto, we can have Mugezi, and we can have Mayani. And whenever Mangare comes, whenever Ernesto is not there, we can have Mugezi, they can have Ernesto, and also they can have Mangare on the spot. And if Gintu is there, we can have Gintu, Mangare, and we have Mayani. It can be the three amigos. It's any of the three, me, Ernesto, and you know the three amigos we started, me, Mugezi, and Mayani. But Mayani, some corners, he cornered a little bit. Then we had to do what? To shift. So from shifting from him to Ernesto was not part of the program. And I just talked about, okay, you don't have a content, you want me to put you onto the platform. I said, yes, there's no problem. I'm not jealous of anything. And the real fact of somebody talking about, you know what, that's why I'm always waiting them to upload a video. And whenever they upload, I'm not like Kenge. Kenge was whenever Gintu uploads a video, you have to wait for him to upload. And that's why we differed. But me, I do leave them. Upload a video after 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, I can upload mine. And sometimes even I can upload after 6 hours, even 7 hours. Whenever theirs, it's already onto the platform. Even some people are talking about Gintu. Why are you posting the same content? But me, sometimes I have to have a start and have a finisher. So it can be a little bit different from what we are doing. But I was having a warning already. So you can now be given such kind of a thing. I was being given a warning of making sure that Gintu don't post the same. And that video, it was demonetized. Then I just applied for a manual review of that video. Then they wrote a report. They said, we were comparing your video with 2 other videos. And whenever we have analyzed, yours, it's a little bit different. So it was a little bit bring chaos onto the channel. So you cannot differ that Gintu's channel to be lost because of the monetization of we putting the same content. So that's the difference. Whenever I say that, okay, let's now have this kind of a content this way, the other content this way, the other content that way, it brings a little bit of a problem, because whenever we shoot a video of 40 minutes, you can never tell somebody that we have to shoot. So the only point is, whenever we go to a certain, we have a little bit of, I can talk it. We have a failure, and I can tell you that we had a failure into the group of talking about why can't we make sure that we have points, and we have 3 points for Ernesto, 3 points for Mugezi, 3 points for me. And whenever we shoot a video for Mugezi, and we shoot a video for Ernesto, and we shoot a video for... But it's so different. So whenever we shoot a video, sometimes it brings chaos. Whenever we shoot a video, it comes out. Ernesto has posted it the same. Mogesi has posted it the same. So Gint will have the same content, but I have to get it different a little bit so people don't understand that one. So I was being given a warning, 2 warnings. So whenever it will come the 3 warning, so it means that my channel gonna be demonetized. So who wants such kind of a point to have? So how can it? So it means that whoever has posted the first, that's his content. And now we are posting. Whenever we finish posting, whenever I come from the fish pond and I reach home, I find the content is already onto the platform. I've not even converted. I've not already even gone to such kind of a Wi-Fi so as I can just upload. So it gives a little bit of a hamper time for me to have such kind of a challenge. And that's the real fact. So it might bring some chaos at in front. So the best reason, and that's why I've come outside to make sure that I'm discussing on myself. Whenever I go back, I'll say, if we want to have a content, we shoot 10 minutes to one channel, 1 point, if it's 2 points, 10 minutes to another channel, if it's 2 points, the other channel 10 minutes. So as we can have the 30 minutes, everyone has, if it's 15, 15, 15. Yes. So as we can go and add viewers from there, and it will be so good. But whenever we are shooting and we say that, okay, can we shoot everybody is? Sometimes you can find that it's so difficult for me to shoot one video and I've exhausted already, because whenever you're speaking, you might speak everything that you have onto your brain right now. And to come up with some of the points, I'm the one coming out with the points. So sometimes it will be so difficult that I am the one who will remove some points for 15 minutes for one person, 15 minutes for another person, 15 minutes for another person. It will be so difficult for me to have such kind of the points. So I have to make sure that sometimes we are so clear about what we are speaking. And the real fact is, I am having a new strategy to follow, apart from which we are having right now. And whenever I solidifies and make sure that everything is put in position, we shall have another hamper time of cherishing and talking about, you know what, we are going to get everything in front and make sure that everything is more possible. But the idea alongside the real valid point is one. Even I saw a title, and Mogesi was already putting it sometimes. It was saying that the breaking up of amigos. So, guys, there are some people who don't know how that kind of the 3 amigos came out. I can give you a little hint. There's a day I went and I told Mogesi, do you know what? We can have a video of telling the truth, what happened during the party time. And we started with the first video, talking about what happened to the party time. And we were at my fish pond, guys, if you can just remember. And I told Mogesi, you just come and we shoot a video. There's no problem. He came and we shooted a video of telling people what happened during the party. And that's how we started it. And now we talked about we can now be removing such kind of a content. But at the end, you can just remember that time I was now planting my greens at the fish ponds, which were round-upped. And people sprayed the Roundup there and they were drying. And the real fact is one now. I solidarized and I said, yes, we can start it, and I was the one with ideas of what to do. But now it came that Mayani liked the idea and said, hey, Gintu, you are getting much of the hampers. Talk about, can you put me to your platform? Even me, I don't have a content sometimes, so as you can boost me. I said, no, there's no problem. You just come, we shall put you onto the platform. And the first video with talk about Mayani, it was about telling the truth about the girls, how they were molested. And it was part of the program, but he was having a less talk. And even people were saying, no, leave that boy Gintu. Please, if you want to make sure that the points are clear, leave even Mayani to speak. Because me and Mogesi, we were the stakeholders. We were speaking more. And this kind of a boy, Mayani, he was reluctant a little bit. So some people are talking about again to leave this boy, even him, to give out the point. Exactly. I can just remember. and we were alongside some graveria trees at Nyabohanse. Then I said, okay, there's no problem. The second video, I told them, come to my position at the fish pond. Then I gave Mayani the work to do in terms of my story gardens there. Then whenever Mogesi came, he came and he found what? He found that the things are already on the position. Then we shooted the videos and we were looking for the sticks. Mogesi was the one who we are using the same stand I'm using so as we can shoot a video. Because they put his camera beside my camera and we shoot, they're all reflecting. So whenever it reaches at a time, and at my backyard here, I have a place of where you can stock a phone or you can put a phone. Then that's where now Mayani always places the phone and shoot the video. So whenever you saw that, okay, these things, how they're going good. So the only thing is having different. So I can shoot my video planting some greens with the boys who are a little bit drunk. And also I can shoot my video while we are just the three. Then a little bit, some 2-3 like Mayukuno came in and challenged the boy like Mayani, and they were confusing the boy, and the boy was confused by the money and was bribed to make sure that he's talking bad about Abasa. Then we talked about, no, you just be pending a little bit, then we shall call you whenever the time reaches. Then from that position, I said, okay, Ernesto replied, talked about, okay, if the boy is not there, can I join? I said, there's no problem. Let's go and shoot a video. Then it was acting. People liked it. And we said, okay, we can go on. Whenever talk about Mayani is available, whenever Ernesto is available, whenever Mogesi is available, we shall redeem. And sometimes I might be very, 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 very not okay about talking about, you know what, today I'm so fixed. So sometimes they don't understand that Gintu sometimes is fixed. Like right now, guys, I have materials to bring at home. The construction is waiting. Everything is onto my position, making sure that everything I'm running. Talk about the materials I bring. I cater for the vulnerables. I cater for the girl child. I cater for the boys to play the football. I cater for my business at home. All the business I'm doing. So sometimes I'm so compiled, but some people don't understand it. And we have a different point whereby sometimes we are, like me, I'm uploading 2 videos a day. So whenever I upload, we go to shoot a video, me, Mogesi, and Ernesto, I find that they have already shooted a video at home already with Ernesto. So whenever they're coming to have the 3 amigos, they had already shoot a video of 2 amigos already. Like the day they go to Pasi, they shooted a video, 2 people there. So whenever I saw a video already at the platform, then I shooted with them another video. So they have 2 where I'm just, they upload the first one, whenever they upload the second one, now we be a copyright, and that's my first one, and theirs is the second time. So sometimes it's bringing some difficulty. That's why I say we have a challenge in that team. But it's not yet broken up. But the real fact is one that we shall have a strategy whenever we shall come out with it. So sometimes whenever I am having the point, so it will reach at the time. Now the people are talking about, you know what, we were strong at one, and people liked how we were just making sure that the points are coming out. But now it will reach a time, now people talk about, now I want to go and take Mogesi, go and reveal what is Gintu doing. And I know much of the people are talking about, tell us where Gintu is bringing the material from. Tell us what is Gintu doing the money. Tell us Gintu what is... the real fact is one, everybody is looking what is Gintu doing, and they don't even imagine that Gintu is being paid already, and Gintu has much of the supporters that are there. Talking about Gintu and promote you the cement. That's the real fact. People promote a cement. Talk about Gintu and promote you something good, because sometimes you bring us with a drama. We laugh, we cherish, we sit. We are not going for cinemas. We are here to make sure that we are tuned unto you. One-on-one live, and we are locked into your channel to make sure that we are watching the video and coming very clearly. So, but whenever it reaches such kind of the time, there's some people outside, like the all reactors who are outside here. Talk about Max One, talk about Ernest, talk about Masubowan. A little bit we overtook them from the position, and a little bit they are now relucting a little bit. So we have to bear with the circumstances how they come. So for the people talking about, you know what, like I told about, look at what Ernest was about to do. He went to Queen Nyabohanse and asked, can you tell me any secret you know about Gintu? So what do you think about the people now want to know? So they will go to Mogesi, say that, you know what, Gintu, Mogesi, please, can you, Gintu, what you have to do, or Mogesi, what you have to do is one, please, can you reveal about Gintu? Let us roast Gintu. And some people talk about, okay, let's roast him. Yes, there's no problem. But there's no problem about that one. That one can happen because whenever you are strategizing a point and whenever you know that, okay, this kind of a point you want to go forward, there are some things that you have to bear the circumstance. They're there. There are some people right now who are talking about, you know what, Gintu? Now we have to roast him because now they want to be joining to make sure that they're joining one party. And it's very possible because everybody's looking for the content and the money. And that's the real fact. But we have to bear with the circumstances whenever we are. Talk about, now go tell me about this kind. So you'll find Gintu telling about this telling about Gintu telling about Ernesto telling about this one. So it will be rotating and ironing each other, which is a very bad reputation about what will be happening. And the real valid point is we shall have lost the focus already. And everybody talk about you are now intermediates. We are now thrown into an imbroglio already. And whenever it reaches at a point, it seems that everybody now to shoot his own video and make sure that let's get the videos going. Everybody to shoot his own video on what we are doing. And whenever you shoot a video, you tell me, Gintu, today I want a shout out. We shall have a shout out, Gintu, and a shout out. But whenever you say that, okay, we are everybody now, it is the same. Look at how the reactors were. Look at how Ernest was. Look at how Masubo 1 was, and also talk about Maxi. They were shooting a video on themselves, and everybody was shooting this one, and whenever they have another one, they talk about give me a shout out, they give a shout out, they shoot a video. Whenever we came, the team now becomes stronger, and they were coming to me. Ernest was coming to me, Ernest was coming with Mogesi, but whenever they messed, now whenever they joined, and they never wanted the three amigo, they wanted only to focus with one person. Talk about, okay, we want this is, you know, even a dog whenever it sniffs and hear that there's a celebration somewhere or there's a good frying of stuffs or the cookeries somewhere, it sniffs and it knows that's where we can just find the bones, that's where I can eat the bones from. So it will focus on that position. So even such kind of the people, that's how they were. Whenever we came outside, we came with a platform of making sure that we are ironing out the girls who were molested and how can we help them. And whenever now you will find such kind of a person coming to intrude such kind of a program, and that the ones who now finish it, look at Abasa right now. She's now thrown into an imbroglio. Even whenever I meet the mother, whenever I meet the father, I just say that I sympathize. And they were talking about, you know, now they were coming at the point talking about, you know what, I've been sent a lot of money to Abasa, and so as she can construct. Is she living at her home? How can a girl construct a house to her home? That's throwing some people to an imbroglio and just psyching people to have an interface of internoodle thing that cannot even furthermore or bring an extensive thing to the platform. Talking about I received the mother to Abasa talking about I received more than 60,000 for Abasa so as she can just go to school. No one. If somebody has ever sent money to talk about this girl to go to school, cash, and I never delivered, to say, because I only received the money from one person to make sure that she doesn't go back to the construction, and I put it into my video. But now it reaches a point, now they see going to bring some material, because it's totally unconditional for somebody who is not going with, who is opposite with Kenge, cover construction. That's very awkward and no one can just relate it. So they're talking about Gintu has brought some sand. They see only 8 tippers of, I don't know, 7 tippers of sand, 7 tippers of hardcore. They're just talking about it so much, a lot of money, but they don't know what I'm making, and they know. I'm making maybe 3 times Mogesi. Some people don't know that one. Even 3.5, even 4 sometimes you can find. So some people don't understand the real fact about what am I making and what am I going to make. So they're just there to talk about, you know what, this is what is trending, this is how it's trending. So they will just find themselves talking about, you know what, this is what is catapulting the point of this, and this gonna be catapulting the point of that one. But the real fact is one, we shall remain to be the same people. Now the other reactors like talk about Ernest. Ernest is just protruded to our In Touch, and we just talked about we are not going to condone his nonsense. Talk about it's called Max One. He just dragged himself, just put his hand, his leg onto our, just put his feet onto our own condition, and we never bear out with him. And we just talked about you don't know the nonsense. So right now, whenever they see that this is where now the framework is coming, they'll just go, they will sniff like dogs and talk about now, let's go to that position so as we can just get the point about what is real about Gintu. And what people are just messing is, they think that the materials I'm just bringing at home, it's just a messing, or maybe it's somebody's project that I was just talking about. Okay, there's a project of somebody and Gintu was just, I am not. Whenever somebody say that Gintu have this kind of the money, go and pay. So that's the real fact. So people coming out talk about, you know, so they think that, okay, whenever a person says that Gintu are promoting with cement, I'm promoting with one tip of sand. So that's what people don't want to hear. And the real fact is one, they don't want to hear such kind of the things, but they have to come. Some people, not that only people like the other group, even this group we are, people like it. And that's why we come close and we come together and say that, okay, this is where I have a problem. That's why I'm broadcasting always live. I'm already ongoing in the brick formation of 16,000 bricks. So I've reached right now 10,000. I'm remaining with 6,000. And whenever it reaches to December, guys, the real fact about this, let me now tell people live. I'm going to start a construction in December. Maybe December, I can just talk about from 15th there, maybe to 1st January. And that's the fact. Whenever it reaches at that point, I can just say, yes, now I'm starting a construction. Because it is a Christmas time and I have to demolish the house I'm living so as I can migrate to another tiny house so as I can live there while I'm constructing the bigger house. And that's the fact. So by now, it's a celebration a little bit. We shall have some 2-3 things, people coming. Whenever I demolish my house, I'm going to be bringing some chaos because not everybody will just go to my mom's house. And the house that I want to go, it's a little bit tinier that I cannot accommodate people there. So the real fact is that one. And I have to make sure that the Wi-Fi's and everything, I have to transfer them slowly because the Wi-Fi is already installed. I have to make sure that I'm calling the company to come and take the Wi-Fi from the same house I'm living because it has to be demolished. And I have some of the trees that are located where I want to construct, so they have to be taken out. I have to cut much of the firewood to burn the bricks. So I have a long process, and the bricks cannot come from sun drying, and you put them direct to be burnt in we can call it a furnace. It can never work. They'll just be like sponges. So the real fact, it has to wait. So whenever now I want to arrange the bricks to be burnt, it's the same now time I will demolish the house. I'll have to make sure that I'm taking out that house I'm living and also taking out all the tree logs that are just at the point and put a foundation. Whenever now it's concreted, the foundation is concreted fully, now the bricks should have already been burnt already. So we can start up the building of the house, which is very, very time coming. So for the people listening to this platform, whoever is just there to talk about Gintu can help you to do such kind of a work, it's going to be very fantastic. And I really appreciate for everyone who is tuned and saying that Gintu, we shall help you to move forward because everyone wants to see Gintu. Oh, this is the first person to come outside here who is not related to Kenge's impromptu and everything that he is doing, so as he can just do his own things. And I want to do my own things. I want to construct my own house. Not only going to talk about, okay, I am always using even my salary to make sure that the house is going. Right now, guys, I'm telling you the fact. I have finished getting the materials. Now the only thing that's remaining is the cement, and the quotation says it's 100 cements, and that's the fact. So the cement here in Kenya, where I am specifically, you know, where the people are in the coast, it's so cheaper. But whenever it's just transported from Mombasa to where I am, it's more than 450 kilometers. And whenever it reaches here, it's so, the cost increases. It comes to 900 shillings. Now, whenever you calculate the total amount of money for 100 cements, it comes to about $720. That's the fact. So it's the only thing that has remained. So as I can just close the chapter of material. Now I just look for the money for the mason, or talk about the engineer who will just be the engineer on the site to make sure that everything that I'm going to do is put in consideration. So I am going to talk about how much do you want, so as you can have that house finished to a finished product. Then I'll now, from whenever now it reaches to the lintel and everything is put, now we shall talk about, now stop there. Now I look for the timbers to make sure that the iron sheet are placed, then look for the money for the iron sheet. Now whenever I enclosed everything, now I start the inside to make sure that now I'm doing the finishing. It's gonna be okay. But now we shall have to make sure that everybody is listening to each other. So let's not talk about the Three Amigo is broken, but everything gonna be very fantastic wherever we're just coming out from this session. And if it's your first time you tuning in, just keep it locked, keep it coming, because much of the things are gonna be coming to you live, and it's one-on-one. So I'm just heading to the football team, which is just playing here, so as I can just give them their a surprise of a ball and also a pump, so as they can just enjoy themselves. So come with me. Mambo iko chonjo. Hapa ni gani imefunga?
5-1.
Imepigwa? Imepigwa ngapi?
5-1.
Oh, 5-1. Mpira haijaisha?
Bado.
Mpaka saa ngapi?
Kama 15 minutes.
Hiyo haitafika. So guys, I think they're just playing the ball here, and I want to make sure that I have one bring me the package. Yeah? Wow. So guys, I have a package for them, and the package is here. You can just get the ball out, eh? Yeah, you can just get the ball out. Is it the same?
No.
Eh? This one is at least.
It seems.
Eh? This one is at least.
It looks better.
It looks better. Eh?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So guys, this is the newest, and that I've just brought them here, and I think gonna be helping them a little bit. And I have already the pump, so whenever they want.
The ball. Linesman.
And also I have this kind of the stuff, so it's gonna be helping you to put a pressure.
Yes,
So I think it's a very good pump that has even the nozzles and everything here. I think it's gonna be very fantastic here. Yeah. So at what time is the ball finishing?
Like 15 minutes.
15 minutes? No. It has to be.
Linesman.
Where ref? Refa?
Later.
Dakika mbili. Naenda.
Your stuff near too.
Is it doing work? Just close here. Close it. Close it. Close it. Conky. So you just press here, man. It's just that way. Yeah. Is it good?
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Is it good?
Amazing. Fantastic.
It's good, eh?
Yeah.
Hello, beautiful people. We are here, and behind me you can just see a cloud of people. And I don't see a crowd of people. And here they are, gentlemen, and it's just a boys team, because I always cherish and help the girl child with sanitary pads. But today I've just decided to help the team with the football Football?
The ball.
Football? Football? Soccer ball. What's it? Wagwan. Do you have your motto? Yeah. Which one? How do you start it?
Awo.
The only thing you say is just what's So who is the captain here? Who is the captain? Come. You know how to so you shall have a little bit of a dance, a little bit, Koroga, eh? How are you, man?
I'm fine.
Hey, you look so tall. Guys, you're always saying that I'm tall. Look at this one. You can even lit. Hey, I don't know. Are you the one who is applying fire to the sun, man? You might be the one.
No,
how are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
My name is Marwa Benedicto Chacha.
Marwa.
Yes.
Marwa is do you know a YouTuber called Marwa?
Yes, I know him.
You know him?
Yes.
You worked there?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what's the club team, man? Called?
This is Prime Star FC.
Prime Star FC. Prime Star FC. Here we are. So how many people are you? How many players?
We are 20.
20 of you.
Yes.
And have you registered yourself to the county or somewhere so as whenever some things come you are just into position?
No, we have not yet. But
what's
we are
the problem?
planning.
What's the problem?
Okay, we are planning.
Okay.
We don't have. We lack finance. We don't have this.
You lack what?
Finance.
Oh, you lack finance?
Yes. Now we will register. The tournament is starting 4th December. Now we are planning to register.
Oh, you are planning to register?
Yes.
So
but we don't have money.
Oh, how much is it to register?
I have not yet confirmed, but
So we have the coach here. Gonna be entitled. Can be entitled and tell us everything.
Yes.
Gonna be very fantastic. So here we are. We have. Thank you very much for your time and making the boys more happy because guys, whenever they come together like this one, you'll never get theft into the village. And whenever they come here, you'll never get anyone. You can never get anything. So everybody talk about we are going for practice and practice is gonna be very fantastic. So we have the coach here. How are you, man?
I'm so fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, we have a
here.
coach here. What's your name, man?
My name is Sylvester Chacha.
Silvera Chacha. You are here.
I'm here.
So you are the coach.
I'm the coach.
You are coaching.
Yeah, I'm coaching the
boys?
small guys here.
So what's the age of your team? It's called Prime Star
FC. Yeah.
So what's the age? From which age to which age?
Okay. With the I normally work with the under 19.
Under 19. So you mean that even 1 year is accommodatable?
Yes, under 19 to if we can approximate 1 + 1. You are acceptable to my club. So I
So +1 is that a cheering squad or coming to view and be
No.
kicking with the ball?
With that now,
No problem. It's working.
with 1 year, you are still. I can still work on you so that if you fit.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. But whenever a person now qualifies to play a ball onto the field, how age?
Okay. Let me say the maximum 22 years.
No, the minimum.
The minimum play to be 18.
18.
Yeah.
No, this one 18. No, maybe you talk about is it a high school people or primary people?
Okay. They are mixed.
They are mixed.
Yeah.
So it means that they are playing here from 12 years.
Yes.
They can just get an appointment to play at this time.
Yeah.
So I see this is the jersey they have, this is the clothing, and I don't know how they differentiate themselves. The other team remove some shirts to be naked, the other team should have clothes. So that's how they are playing here, guys. And the real fact is one, we have just started, I've just make sure that I'm just giving them a ball as a surprise, and I just talked about we shall have a 2 team, very rare team of the village, and make sure that whoever wins are gonna be giving them a ball. Which is the ball here, man? Oh, you have started shooting. Hey, yeah. So here is the ball, and it's a very quality ball. And I have a pump also to make sure that they are pumping pressure. Pressure. What's pressure? The people of high school. What's pressure? Pressure.
Acting
Pressure is acting perpendicular. No, who knows what's pressure? I have 100 more for you. Pressure. What's pressure?
Pressure is the force acting perpendicular by unit area.
Pressure is measured in.
Pascal.
Thank you. You have 100. You have 100. So pressure. Whenever you hear guys talking about you are acting perpendicularly per unit time, it is the pressure. Fantastic. So and what is force?
This is a pull or is a push.
That one was a random question. No money. Fantastic. Exactly. So here we are, guys, and we have a pin. Somebody has that pin, man? Yeah, this is a pin to make sure that it is inserted here to make sure the pressure is impressioned. Exactly.
Thank you.
So here we are, and this is the courtesy for them. They have just won the match, and it was just a local arrangement to make sure that even me, I'm impressed to see they're just playing a soccer. And here we are to make sure that everyone, hey! Here we are, guys. So keep it tuned, keep it locked, and we're gonna be giving you much of the things. So you are lacking what? Uniform? Yes. It's called a jersey. So which kind of jersey? Huh? No, jersey. Which kind of the color you like? Blue. Yes. Are you the Blues? Yes. Who's the Chelsea guy here?
Always there.
We are City. We are Man City.
Who is the Chelsea here? Yeah. Chelsea. Yes. The motto of Chelsea.
London is blue.
Huh?
London is blue.
London is blue.
Yes.
Oh, not Europe.
No, London is blue.
Now somebody talk about Man City.
Yeah.
Man City.
Man City, we are here.
The motto.
Blue moon.
Blue moon.
The citizens called Blue Moon.
Let me tell you my team. You know my team? No. It's called Liverpool. Never walks alone. Haki ya Mungu. Never walk alone. Yeah. You never walk alone. And I was in QPR, but we were a little bit put down. We were put down due to unconditional circumstances. And I always in Africa. Which team do you support in Africa?
Senegal.
Chipolopolo.
No, Senegal.
Cameroon.
Nobody is Chipolopolo here. In Kenya.
Harambee Stars.
No,
Kakamega
Homeboys. Yeah. Fantastic. So here we are, guys, and the things is we are just a team here, and I think it's a local team that we are always available. And to my home here, it's just about some. How many minutes you come from my home to this field?
5 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes. Yes. Walking helter skelter or normally?
Normal.
Per unit. Exactly. So guys, here we are. Thank you very much for you watching the video and coming to this position. It has been so mature, and here we are to make sure that our local team is praised. So whenever I promote the ladies with the sanitary pads, I promote the boys with the balls, and even sometimes we're gonna be coming with shirts. We're gonna be buying even if it's a vest of blue.
Innerwear.
Even innerwear.
Yes. A man can finish even a year without buying an innerwear.
You.
No.
So don't forget to share the results. Yeah.
Oh, the result is there. Oh, the coach is here to add the result. The result is okay. Let's now see here. Where is the referee? Come. Here we have the referee. Very short and precise. Round-headed. Hey, I think not the down head. We talk about this head. Fantastic. So what's your name?
My name is Kevin.
No, you are voice man. You have heard the boys here. You have heard in high school. Are you in high school? Are you in studying?
Yes.
Which school are you? Okay. You're still in primary, man?
Yes.
Grade?
8.
Grade 8. Now going to grade 9?
Yes.
GSS.
Yes.
Hey. So how is the education, man? And you are here. Look at what we are using. Come closer. This is called a we?
Whistle.
Eh. This is the card we are using here. The yellow card, red card. Guys, the red card is somebody to remove a shirt, which is red. They put it this way. Eh? Where is it?
This one.
No, not Tomongeo.
Yeah, we have it here.
You have it here.
Yes.
So you remove the shirt and tell the people you are this shirt. Go out. But this one is called a container. It is what? A jerrycan, Use the local material to sustain your sustainabilities. Who understand that one? Tell me who understood that one.
We got it.
Huh?
We got it.
You got it? Yeah. You don't get it?
Forget about it.
Go home. Exactly. So guys, you are here. So talk about the result. I know English is not a vegetable. We are bearing with the circumstances. How was the result?
It was fine.
Huh? You announce the result and you say it's fine.
Yeah.
So Prime Star FC plus Magut FC. Which team won?
Mr. FC.
How were the goals? How many goals?
5.
5 by
1.
5 by 1.
Yes.
So you're the strong team. Yeah. Wagwan. Here we come, guys, and we are ending up this session. I'm talking about whoever think about we can just promote them. Dim Dam Dogs. We have the Dim Dam Dogs. We can just promote us, Dim Dam Dogs, to make sure that we are having the blue shirts to this courtesy and make sure that the people are just playing. I am _Stefan. Wherever you are, we have a team of 20 people here, but we can just have a 12 shirts or over reserve 3, 15. Yes. 15 yes. So as whoever is just in, whenever they come for training, they use their vests or they remove shirt. And whenever we have a soccer, the play gonna be blue. Eh? Fantastic. So here we are, and courtesy for everyone who is just tuned, making sure that the team is so fantastic. And people are learning right now. And this is a courtesy. Whenever you come to play soccer here, they talk about, oh, you are not going to school, you have to go to school so that we can rhyme. And this is what we have to embrace, talk about no school dropout, and there's no much of doing some intimidious things outside there, like maybe being rude to the parents. Sometimes they're being taught with the coach here. Maybe I'll have much of the time to talk with him whenever I come back, maybe to surprise them, and gonna be very fantastic. So keep it tuned, keep it locked, and this is the end. Yeah.